Hey guys, couple things before we get started into this week's programming. Um, this month is important because we are starting into the 2015 CrossFit Open, and that is the last week of February. So that's coming up, so you can kind of see where our programming is taking shape and headed as we move into those more CrossFit type workouts. So, as we go over this week and the following weeks to come, just remember that uh, we're headed for, 5 weeks of one workout a week that we're going to do all together as a gym. So we're going to do a few things to help get us ready for that. Uh, just like last month, we're going to pick a couple movements, and really harp on those and try to develop those as much as we can, both through strength and just volume. Uh, this month, we're going to be doing a lot of deadlifts because we don't really do too many deadlifts. And I know there's going to be an open workout with a lot of deadlifts strung together. So developing everybody's deadlift, trying to strengthen it, trying to put reps together, as well as handstand push-ups. So strengthening those as well, and just refining technique and teaching kip to those who are ready for it, and on using bands for those who are ready for it, and using boxes for those who are for it, and just kind of trying to move everybody up for the next progression. So let's talk about this week's programming. First, today, as you can see, we've got deadlifts. We're kind of going to go through a 5-3-1 routine this month with deadlifts. So starting at 65%, moving to 75%, and then moving 5 plus and 85%. We're just getting heavier. Next week, you'll see 3 reps at a time, and it's going to be even heavier. So followed by some handstand push-up work just with your rest, just kind of like an active rest, so we can start to get into the cycle of those. Today's AMRAP is a very CrossFit style workout that you could definitely see in the open. Um, Going for calories, high box jumps, 5 shoulder to overhead, really harping on the push jerk and putting the push jerk together rep after rep. Tomorrow we've got 4-minute AMRAPs. As you can see, we only have 4 minutes of work, but a long time to rest, so 8 minutes of rest. And we're doing 4 of these. So it might not seem like that much work, 'cause it's only 16 minutes of work really, but we're trying to go all out, and a lot of these movements back to back are going to be pretty tough because there's not really a break. There's not like a double under or a run or a row to break things up. It's going to be high intensity for 4 minutes. So if you're not feeling it after 4 minutes, you're not trying hard enough tomorrow. So definitely be on your game for tomorrow, and ready to go all out for those 4-minute sections. Next up, on Wednesday, we've got more power snatches. So we've been doing 6, 8, and then this week it's a 10-minute EMOM. Just putting more and more reps together, trying to stay sharp under load and under a little bit more fatigue with the power snatch, because that can be an ugly movement if you don't do it right. So everyone's been doing really good with this. So I'm looking forward to this 10-minute piece here. 12-minute EMOM. This is just more conditioning. There's not too big of a focus on it, except keep that heavy weight in your hand for 12 reps. And then banded sprints, everyone's favorite. We reintroduced these last week. They're very similar to like a sled pull or sled push. So we're going to be doing a little bit more of these in case you missed it. Thursday, building up on front squat. We've been doing a lot of tech work with front squats with the 1 1/4 stuff. Now it's time to get heavy. Reps of 3, no tempo. We're just building up, pretty much as heavy as we can for a heavy triple. And then we've got 4 to 6 rounds, 8 pull-ups, 8 no push-up, burpee, box jumps, step downs. I know that's a mouthful. And a 200-meter run, resting 1 minute, increasing pace each round. And this is, as well as interval training, it's a way for you to really, get comfortable pacing yourself knowing your pace, starting a little slower, and if we come across a long workout in the open, starting a little slower and then warming into it so you don't crash and burn. So yeah, this is a pacing effort here. Friday, we're starting off a cycle of push press clusters off the rack, touch and go for 3. This is harder than it looks. It sucks. 9 reps is a lot of reps, especially if you're pretty heavy there. And then we're getting into an open workout. So you'll start to see these open workouts. We'll be introducing at least one a week. And if you remember, if you did these last year, this was the chipper. So a 60-calorie row, 50 toes to bar, 40 wall ball shots, 30 clean power cleans, 20 muscle ups, and that's a 14-minute cap. So we've got different versions of it for you, so that everyone can get the most out of it, and we can kind of mix and match depending on your level. But we've got, like I said, a 14-minute cap, so it's pretty hard to get through. Definitely all of it, but getting into those cleans. A lot of people won't get into the cleans. Some people will get in and through the cleans and get to the muscle ups or the chest to bar pull ups. If you can see this beginner one too, you're not as on the rower as long. Technique is a little bit dumbed down, but it's still going to be tough for those of you that are still trying to perfect those gymnastic skills and still a little bit more remedial with them. So yeah, that's it. One announcement: on February 14th, Valentine's Day, Arasti is going to be coming out, and they're going to be doing some shoulder work with you guys, strengthening and mobility stuff to help prevent shoulder injuries. So make sure to write that on your calendar. Again, it's going to be Saturday morning. I think it's going to be at the 10 o'clock class. So instead of a class, Arasti will come out and be doing a small seminar. But yeah, that's it. Have a good week. See you guys at the gym. Signing out.